What if you could unlock your full potential by simply believing in yourself? Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass offers a vibrant, no-nonsense guide to overcoming self-doubt, embracing confidence, and creating a life you love. This is the story of how I applied Sincero's principles to transform my mindset and awaken my inner badass. Sincero opens by highlighting the importance of self-belief. She argues that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, and to create a life we love, we must first believe we are capable and deserving of it. For years, I struggled with negative self-talk, doubting my abilities and settling for less than I wanted. Sincero's words challenged me to confront these limiting beliefs. I began by identifying the stories I told myself, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," and questioning their validity. Replacing these thoughts with affirmations like, "I am capable," and "I deserve success," was transformative. At first, it felt awkward, but with practice, these affirmations began to reshape my mindset. I started noticing small changes in my behavior, taking risks I once avoided, and speaking up when I'd previously held back. Sincero's insights taught me that believing in myself wasn't just a nice idea. It was the foundation for every other change I wanted to make. I also began surrounding myself with positive influences, such as supportive friends and inspirational content. This reinforced my commitment to self-belief and created an environment where growth felt not only possible but inevitable. Sincero's lesson reminded me that we become what we consistently think and believe. Sincero emphasizes that our subconscious mind plays a significant role in shaping our behaviors and outcomes. She explains that many of our limiting beliefs are rooted in subconscious programming, often developed in childhood. I realized that some of my fears and doubts stemmed from past experiences and societal conditioning. For example, I often hesitated to take risks because I was taught to prioritize safety over growth. Sincero's message encouraged me to reprogram my subconscious by consistently feeding it empowering thoughts and visuals. One technique I adopted was visualization. Each morning, I spent a few minutes imagining myself achieving my goals, feeling the emotions associated with success. This practice not only boosted my motivation, but also helped align my actions with my aspirations. I visualized my ideal life in vivid detail, from career milestones to personal achievements, creating a mental roadmap to follow. To deepen this process, I paired visualization with meditation, focusing on the positive energy I wanted to bring into my day. Over time, these practices helped me break free from old patterns and develop a mindset rooted in possibility and abundance. Sincero's lesson reminded me that by consciously shaping our subconscious, we can step into our full potential. Fear, Sincero explains, is often the biggest barrier between us and our dreams. She challenges us to see fear not as a stop sign, but as a signal that we're stepping outside our comfort zone and into growth. I began identifying areas where fear held me back, such as speaking up in meetings or pursuing new opportunities. Instead of avoiding these situations, I started leaning into them, reminding myself that fear was a natural part of growth. Sincero's mantra, "Feel the fear and do it anyway," became a guiding principle. Each time I faced my fears, I gained confidence and realized that most of them were unfounded. This practice didn't eliminate fear entirely, but it taught me to act despite it. I started to view fear as a companion on my journey rather than an obstacle. Sincero's insights helped me understand that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward even when fear is present. To reinforce this, I kept a fear journal, documenting instances when I faced my fears and the outcomes that followed. Over time, this journal became a testament to my growth and resilience, reminding me that fear is temporary, but the rewards of action are lasting. Sincero encourages readers to adopt an abundance mindset, focusing on the limitless possibilities available to us rather than dwelling on lack or limitations. She explains that our energy and mindset attract experiences that align with our beliefs. I began practicing gratitude as a way to shift my focus from scarcity to abundance. Each day, I wrote down 3 things I was grateful for, from small moments of joy to significant achievements. This simple habit helped me appreciate what I had and opened my eyes to opportunities one might have otherwise overlooked. I also started affirming abundance in my life, using phrases like, "I am open to receiving unlimited opportunities," and "I attract wealth and success." Over time, these affirmations shifted my perspective and inspired me to take actions that aligned with my goals. I began to see abundance not just in material terms, but also in relationships, creativity, and experiences. To fully align with abundance, I practiced giving generously, whether through time, resources, or encouragement. Sincero's lesson reminded me that abundance begins in the mind and is reflected in our actions. The more I focused on giving, the more I felt surrounded by wealth and possibility. Sincero stresses that belief and visualization alone aren't enough. Action is essential for turning dreams into reality. She encourages readers to take bold, consistent steps toward their goals, even when the path isn't entirely clear. I started breaking down my goals into manageable steps, focusing on progress rather than perfection. For example, instead of waiting for the perfect time to launch a project, I began taking small actions each day. These incremental steps built momentum and brought me closer to my vision. One of Sincero's key insights was the idea of acting as if, behaving as though I had already achieved my goals. This mindset shift boosted my confidence and helped me approach challenges with a sense of possibility. I also began tracking my actions in a daily planner, celebrating small wins along the way. Sincero's lesson taught me that action is the bridge between intention and achievement. Sincero identifies self-sabotage as one of the most common obstacles to success. She explains that our fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs often manifest as procrastination, indecision, or negative habits. I recognize patterns of self-sabotage in my own life, such as procrastinating on important tasks or doubting my abilities when opportunities arose. To address this, I began journaling about my fears and identifying their root causes. This practice helped me understand that self-sabotage was often a misguided attempt to protect myself from failure or rejection. By acknowledging these fears and reframing them as opportunities for growth, I began making choices that aligned with my goals. I also sought support from mentors and accountability partners who encouraged me to stay on track. Sincero's insights reminded me that self-sabotage isn't a fixed trait. It's a behavior we can recognize and change with awareness and effort. Sincero emphasizes that self-love is a cornerstone of personal growth and success. She encourages readers to treat themselves with kindness, prioritize their well-being, and embrace their uniqueness. I started practicing self-love by setting boundaries and saying no to things that didn't serve me. This wasn't always easy, but it created space for the people and activities that truly mattered. I also made a habit of celebrating my achievements, no matter how small, as a way to acknowledge my progress. Sincero's insights also inspired me to focus on self-care, from maintaining a healthy lifestyle to taking time for hobbies and relaxation. I began scheduling me time into my calendar, treating it as non-negotiable. These practices reminded me that self-love isn't selfish. It's essential for showing up fully in all areas of life. By prioritizing myself, I became more confident, resilient, and aligned with my goals. At its core, "You Are a Badass" is about recognizing and embracing your unique power. Sincero encourages readers to let go of comparison, trust their intuition, and step boldly into their potential. I began embracing my inner badass by owning my strengths and celebrating what made me unique. Instead of comparing myself to others, I focused on my own journey and the progress I was making. I created a list of my accomplishments and reviewed it regularly. I also started taking actions that reflected my true values and desires, even when they felt bold or unconventional. Whether pursuing a passion project or speaking up for my beliefs, these actions strengthened my confidence and reinforced my sense of self. Sincero's insights taught me that being a badass isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity, courage, and self-belief. "You Are a Badass" taught me that confidence, growth, and success begin with the belief that I am capable and deserving. By embracing self-love, taking action, and aligning with abundance. I unlocked a version of myself I never thought possible. What would change if you embraced your inner badass? Remember, the power to create a life you love is already within you.